Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hi everyone!
Hello!
Another episode of Hypecast!
Hypecast.
Oh, it's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host,
Hypecast.
Tom Ryman.
Hypecast. I'm
Hypecast.
Hypecast. I'm
Hypecast.
David Bell. I'm the other co-host. And
now you.
yeah, that's how we do things
That's
around
how
here.
we do it.
You go.
That's you, Robert.
Me?
You go.
Oh, Jesus
You go.
Christ. Oh,
Yes!
God. You really just fucking sprang this on.
Yeah!
Yeah,
I mean,
terrible. Look,
little-
I've listened.
I don't want to be backseat podcasting here, but maybe give me a little bit of fucking warning, you know? Like a buzzer, like a sign that lights up and says you're about to have to make content. Robert, get your fucking shit together.
Robert, I
Jesus
listen to
Christ.
what you do.
Listen.
I listen to what you do.
Yeah,
I know.
I've heard your show. You're trying to big league us.
Welcome.
And listen, we had buzzers made, and then the world ended, so we haven't
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
recording in person. We can't use our buzzers.
Yeah. The world did end. That really threw up. I mean, honestly, that actually threw a wrench into everything but podcasting, which was mostly unaffected.
It was like
Yeah.
when it all happened. We had a second where we were just like, "Is ever? Yeah, no, we're still good. Okay,
Yeah,
No.
we're thriving.
It was
Yeah.
it was fun because like we had just gotten all of us together gotten through a period of the world changing and us and our industry being completely unready for that change, and it violently rocked all of our lives.
Yeah.
And finally there was a change that didn't rock our jobs.
Yeah.
Everything else, but we all
Right.
continued to sit at home and talk into microphones.
Right.
None of
Until-
that changed.
Yeah, until the robots do the podcasts, which
Yeah.
honestly, that sounds kind of cool.
I can't wait to listen to like 13 unbroken hours of a podcast that's just randomly generated by an algorithm.
I'm excited for Joe Robot.
Yeah. Yes.
Joe Rogan. But you get it. You got it.
Oh man,
Not much
yeah,
of a
he's
joke.
just like there's still like vape coming out of
Don't
him on
get
the side.
vaccinated.
Yeah.
Eat elk.
He's somehow still swollen and pink, even though he's a robot.
Looks like a thumb shoved inside a sausage tube.
He looks like a thumb pimple.
Yes.
Oh,
Just,
I want that. I want that for America.
I want that
We
for
all
all
do.
of us.
That would heal us. I think that would bring together the divisions that shattered this nation over the last 4 years.
Yeah. Just
The
Joe Rogan
robot
bursting.
experience.
like a fucking pustule. and you know what would come out would be like different brain powders. Like
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just
it would
sawdust.
be supplements. Yeah, wet supplement goo.
I like the idea that he's like a talisman that's cursing the world, and all he has to do is explode, and we're healed.
He's like our collective cultural appendix, just filling with poisons.
Yeah.
Or pancreas, whichever one is poison.
Pancreas, I think.
Pancreas,
Right? He's just
yeah.
like he's just a rock hard blackened little kidney bean by the time he's finished.
Oh, Robert, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for brightening
Brightening
up our day.
No.
You're one of those. You're a guest that we always think of, and then immediately after we think of you, we're like, nah, he's too busy.
Well, you know, I was on a lot of your stuff 2 years ago.
That's
and then
true,
last
yeah.
year, I was just getting tear gassed repeatedly for 7 months.
Yeah,
and I did not do a lot of podcast guesting.
Right. It's hard to ask
No.
someone to guess where you could just go on their Twitter and see them being tear gassed, and it's like, I think they got other things going on.
Yeah, he's
he's
got other things on his mind.
Yeah,
I
when you have a
am-
day off, you need to enjoy that day off. When you're getting tear gassed.
Yeah, and instead of watching new things, I just rewatched The Simpsons while crying.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this has been a year of that, right?
Oh, yeah, I was
No,
going to say,
I-
how many times have we all watched the first 9 seasons of The Simpsons?
Simpsons
Yeah.
tearing up at the Union episode.
Yeah.
We used to build things in this country.
Now we just tear them down.
But no, I am actually hyped. I'm excited. I'm excited to podcast and get back into the zeitgeist.
yeah.
So
Let's do
let's
it.
cast some hype. Or
All right. Well,
hype
before
some
we
casts.
hype the cast, we got some producers from our Patreon that we just got to thank.
Sure, do it.
So I'm going to give shout outs to Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
It's a good, strong name.
that'll be one.
solid name.
Thank you
Powerful.
to
Erotic.
Yeah, erotic. Thank you to Numino, Ultra Microscopic, Silico, Volcano Coniosis Jones.
Less
Thank
erotic.
you. Less erotic. Thank you to the baby from Eraserhead, extremely erotic. Thank you to Chiz Lily Tits.
Equally erotic. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you to Martial Law, all caps. Thank you to These 7 Bs.
Yeah.
Thank you to Breezy Ruizy. Thank you to Davey Francis for The Revenge. Thank you to MVB. Thank you very much. Thank you to Phaedrus. Thank you to Ryan, the Silly Money Goose. Bob's Burger reference. Thank you to Chester's Prophet. Thank you to Definitely Not Guillermo del Toro. Thank you. We're on to you, but thank you.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Brian, who Tom knows. Thank
Yeah,
you to Bob
that's
Grenville. Thank you to
Thank you, Bob.
Steven. Thank you to Down Home Chicken.
Thank you.
Bagurk.
Thank you.
Thank you to Hunt Toomey, the Confused Cyborg.
Thank you.
Thank you to Asking Seven.
Thank
you to Hey Fuck You, I'm Happy Ed.
Yeah, you
Thank
are.
you to I Was Born to Stare.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dragon the Bus Driving Vampire.
Thank you.
Thank you to
Thank you,
Tiger Rose Brat Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Not singing it this week.
All right.
Thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
And thank you to the Kool-Aid Man says get your vaccine. COVID sucks. I have proof.
It's true.
All right.
They haven't shown us the proof yet, but so you got to bring it to us. Bring us that proof.
I have seen no proof in the last year that COVID-19 sucks. It
Right,
seems
right.
like a good time.
Yeah, It seems like everybody's doing great.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine when I think of COVID-19, I think of Six Flags. They're the same thing, right? That's what
Yeah.
everyone's been so hyped about this year.
I actually got my vaccine outside of Six Flags, so I do think about Six Flags. It was. All right. Well, let's get into trailers,
Yeah, let's get
shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is first trailer for Stranger Things,
Oh,
season
yeah.
4.
So we're still doing this, huh?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
that
be
was-
hideous.
I'm glad you said that, Tom. I don't want to be like shitting on people, but like I loved Stranger Things season 1.
Yeah.
And I loved the first half of Stranger Things season 2. And there was nothing I disliked about the rest of season 2. I just stopped watching it and never thought about watching it again. And that's where I am with Stranger Things.
It's season 3 is all right. I think I'm one of the few people who I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm enjoying this show.
Yeah.
It's easy enough watch. But I think like most people kind of agree, right? That people were like, season 1 was really novel and fun, and then after that, and now the kids are real old.
Right,
Like
it's-
the
they're not
pandemic has going to
children.
made it real weird.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's more of what I was talking about. It's just like it's taking them so long
Yeah.
to put this out, where it's like these kids are gangly and unappealing now. I don't want the teenage version of these kids that's unappealing.
Nobody does.
No, nobody wants that.
Teenagers are terrible.
Yeah. teenagers are the
I liked
worst.
it when they were riding bikes and playing D&D, and
Yeah.
none of them had fucked, but they were clearly curious about it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same way, I liked Hopper when he was drunk punch cop. And it
Oh,
seems
yeah.
like he gets his shit more together, which I didn't want.
Hopper gets there.
A little.
Yeah,
He gets his
That's
shit
good.
together
That's
a
good.
little.
it's like every TV show where the
I don't
longer
want him
it
to
goes,
yeah.
you have to like establish the characters, right? And
Yeah.
it just gets really like weird and complicated. That said, I think they're going to do like Friday the 13th with this season. I think they're doing summer camp, and they're embracing the fact that they're teenagers. And
Oh,
because
that'll be
every
cool.
season does a nostalgia. You know, what was season 2? It was, oh shit, what was season 2? I know season 3 was the mall.
Season 3 was the mall. Yeah, what was 2? 2 was like...
It was underground tunnels.
Yeah, there was it was the Russians were involved, right? That was season 2.
That's also season 3.
That's also
actually.
season 3, yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay, so there's Russians in both.
Season 2 had like the Gremlins element. I'm not entirely... It was kind of more... It was closer to season 1.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've been watching have you guys watched Pen 15?
A little bit, yeah.
The first episode or so. That's the one where like the women in their 30s play teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay. It took me about 2 episodes to realize that, and I was just like very confused.
Yeah. It makes some scenes very awkward in funny ways.
Yeah.
You know, and they're doing exactly, I mean, we're all more or less the same age. That show is covering exactly like when we were that age. It's like AOL Instant Messenger.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
that, burning CDs. And what I realized watching that versus watching Stranger Things is Stranger Things isn't really about being a kid, not in a real way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not capturing the actual awkwardness of being a kid. It's just capturing nostalgia. It's a pure nostalgia. So like...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you go on.
The thing that made it smarter, I think, than normal nostalgia is that it didn't just capture a lot of times like the nostalgia porn, whatever you want to call it, kind of has the iconography. What Stranger Things did in the first season is it captured the mood really well.
Yes.
Like, there were moments that made me feel like the opening scene of Ghostbusters, right? Like there were moments that felt like E.T., as opposed to just kind of aping the aesthetics. And that was what I liked about it. But yeah, you're right. It was never about childhood. None of us, like, if it was about childhood, it would have just been the kids playing D&D and getting the shit kicked out of them in high school.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I think it's hard to maintain something that is just, like, about, like you said, a mood, a nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of very one-off, and I'm surprised they've lasted this long. And I think the creators, they only want, like, one more season, right?
I know they argued a lot with Netflix over it, and I think they settled on 5 seasons. I think.
Okay.
Too many.
They wanted to do, I think, 4. Like, they wanted to end it earlier.
Yeah. And I think 3 would have been the sweet spot, but you know, if people are enjoying it, you know, keep getting your thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't help think we should actually talk about like this trailer, which is I think purely focused on 11 at the time when she was in that weird government research lab, right? That's all I saw.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was actually the back of Matthew Modine. Probably not. But whoever...
No, they don't have enough money for 2 Matthew Modines.
Well, because that's him.
Matthew Modine once.
That's him speaking in the dialogue that we hear, the voiceover. But like, I'm not sure if they actually got him to come in and film. Because whoever it is wearing an incredibly bad wig.
Yeah.
It's very obviously, I don't know who it is, but it's 100% not Matthew Modine.
Right.
Well, whoever it is, that is 100% not Matthew Modine's hair.
Yes.
Like, it
Just
could
put
be Matthew
fake hair on real
Modine, but
Matthew
that's
Modine.
not his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about. Because going back, like, again, we talked about the kids they're older and they're hideous now. Mm-hmm. So, like, flashbacks,
they're monsters.
that's
it'll
going to be
probably,
awful.
like, I assume it'll be something that's going to bring back, like, Kali from season 2.
Right.
And it, you know, I assume this will be like a dream or something she has.
Yeah. I want Return of Modine, but yeah.
I mean, I'm glad, Dave, that you pointed out that the kids are all monsters now, because when I look at those children now, you know that scene in Jurassic Park where Muldoon walks up to the raptor tank for the first time?
Yeah, and he's like, they should all be destroyed.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, child actors,
Get
man.
these
What
fucking kids out of here.
Yeah. What a nightmare to be a child actor, to go through these stages of your life and just all of America gets to watch it.
No.
Like, no fun. No fun. Yeah.
I don't like
But
any part of that.
We shouldn't have teenagers.
We
Like, they
shouldn't
should
have
go
teenagers.
into... put them in a bunker or like a box until an adult comes out.
I feel strongly about my plan. I've stated this on my own show, to hollow out the center of the country and make it a big open-air prison for everyone under 18.
Right.
And then when you turn 18, you get tranquilized by a helicopter and taken to San Bernardino, where you work as an accountant for 4 years, and then you're an adult.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say hollow out the center of the country?
Yeah. Just the whole, everything that's not the coast is a big open-air child prison.
Okay, like
They
paved?
just kind of... Well, no, I mean, you keep it wild. Like, you would let society degrade there, you know?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could really work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
first you gotta, like, I don't know, run for office, right?
Yeah. I think
Like,
I
there's
gotta
a few
at least
steps.
be,
You
like,
You could just seize
in
power.
Congress. Yeah.
If you have all the nukes, something like that. We'll workshop it.
It's there for the taking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's
Anyway.
go. Let's go to the next trailer.
Sure.
Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kid's mom fucked a deer. That's my only note.
yeah.
I think so, probably, right? That's a lot of people's moms fucked a lot of animals based on that one scene where all the babies are weird.
Yeah.
This is apparently a comic. It's about some half kid, half deer.
And there's
People-
a plague that ends the world, but not all the way. It seems like.
People want to shoot him because
Yeah.
it's like they want to shoot the deer part, so they're just
I
going
don't
to
know.
kill the whole kid.
It didn't look like any other trailer I've seen in a while. And you know what I liked about it is I have no idea what the plot of this movie is, other than like there's a deer kid and it's kind of post-apocalyptic, but I don't know what the plot of this fucking thing is.
No, it doesn't want us to know.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
Is this a movie? It's a series,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's a
I thought
series.
it was a movie.
I'm not
Oh,
positive.
maybe, yeah, it is Netflix. Maybe it is a series.
All right, I'm looking it up, and it says drama series.
Okay, series.
It is. I mean, it's based off of a
Based off a DC comic.
comic, so it could be a series. I'm being told that James Brolin is alive.
Really?
That's
'Cause he's in it?
unfortunate.
He's still rolling around. Yeah,
He's
still,
in it.
Well,
he's still
Brolin
married
around.
to Barbara Streisand. He's what? He was Brolin around. That's true.
He's Brolin. around.
Keep Brolin. What?
Will Forte is also in it.
He sure is. Boy, is
Oh,
he
I
in
do
this
like
trailer.
Will Forte. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Will Forte. You're right.
Yeah,
He's
at
like
the
the
very
dad.
end.
Kind
Yeah,
Of. You assume he's the
Will-
dad.
Yeah, it's Will
Yeah.
Forte.
Is he a deer?
No,
He
no,
doesn't
no, he's
appear
like,
to be. No.
I think
Oh,
he's
he's the
kind of
one-
the dad of the deer kid.
He looks like old Harry Potter. That's the dad, right?
That's how
yeah.
he always kind of looks. Old, fat, drunk Harry Potter. He looks like
So-
where we know Harry Potter had to have evolved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where? So who fucked the deer?
His
I
mom.
don't think we know. I mean, his mom, clearly, but a lot of moms.
What if this is all a prequel to the Twisted Metal character, Sweet Tooth? Is that
So
possible?
He's not part
the clown?
He's not part deer, but I guess it is possible.
Yeah.
He might have
Netflix
little
just
antlers behind that
launches
mask.
An entire TV series dedicated to setting up the Twisted Metal expanded universe.
Yeah.
Just we're gonna have a
last-
whole series about how that guy's arms became wheels.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the worst Axel, the worst Twisted Metal character ever.
I mean, it's just a hot tub time machine. Every time his arm gets close to something, we're all just like, "Oh, I bet
goes
this is
to
what
a wheel.
happens."
Yeah.
He's about to get wheel arms.
Oh, why haven't we gotten a Twisted Metal series?
Because this world is bullshit and it's full
Yeah.
of cowards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get 37 more Marvel movies before we get a single movie about a man turning his arms into giant wheels.
Yeah.
Which is
Not
all I
one.
really want.
Goddamn Twisted Metal movie.
And then I want a crossover where he and Jax become friends, and Jax rides him like Master
Hell
Blaster.
yes.
Twisted Metal
He
Mortal
attaches
Kombat.
two
Oh.
more wheels to his arms.
Fuck
So
yeah.
they're just like a monster truck made of guys.
Oh yeah. Blasting
Anyway,
Rob
Netflix,
Zombie.
I think if you give us $170 million, we can deliver that for you.
They're listening. They're always listening.
Yeah, no, they probably are.
Yeah.
Greenlight
This,
that shit.
this trailer, it's not for us, I don't think, right? This is for kids. It felt
I don't know.
Is it? It looked kind of dark.
it looked dark, but or like preteens, or like maybe teenagers. It looked a little like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here.
What I couldn't tell from the trailer is if there's gonna be like weird rapey vibes, you know? Like, it's a post-apocalyptic thing. All the
I
kids
don't
are
know.
weird. Like, I could see them taking this in a really dark, like, kind of stereotypically gritty direction. And
Right.
I honestly don't know from the trailer if they're going to do, like, are they going to get all Game of Thrones with this shit, you know?
I don't know. I mean, deers can't give consent. And if the mom fucked a deer...
Yeah, then
Well,
we're
Will
already
Forte
starting
might
to
have fucked a deer
problematic.
too. That's we don't know.
I do think a deer would
All right.
consent to fuck Will Forte.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like I appreciate. It doesn't look like anything I've seen before, and I can't
Yeah.
pin down the mood of the show. I can't pin down the tone from that trailer.
Yeah, it definitely looks worth checking out.
Yeah.
That we had a trailer on for like Shadow and Bone, and
Yeah.
that seems to be getting good reviews. And that was another one where it was like, these fantasy trailers, they're kind of exhausting because they're asking you. It's a big ask. They're like,
Yeah.
"Here's our world. Don't you want to be a part of it?" And it's like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, I got to rewatch The Simpsons. You know,
I don't know if I want to be whisked away to your magical world of imagination.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I've got like
I don't know.
bills.
This doesn't feel like anything I've seen before, and the trailer was well done, and that I have no idea what the show's about other than a couple of intriguing. So I appreciate it doesn't feel, you know, I could see this being rad. If this is something where I'm not planning to see it currently, but if in 6 months or whatever when it comes out, everyone's suddenly talking about how good it is, I'll probably watch this motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll wait for the rest of you to tell me
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
Someone watch this.
Yeah.
All right, it doesn't have to be us, just somebody. Well, let's talk about this next trailer. This is for Georgetown.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Christoph Waltz.
Yeah,
Christoph Waltz is like a murderer, I'm guessing. Guy
Yeah,
who
he's
kills his
the
wives.
talented Mr. Ripley or whatnot.
But then he winds up in Iraq. There's like a single scene where he's in Sadr City, I think, or he's bedded with the Mahdi army or something. So I don't know.
Yeah.
he sure
Yeah.
is.
Also, they
That seemed out
throw
of nowhere because I have no idea how that connects to anything.
right. They
Yeah.
also throw in based on true events, and you're like,
Yeah.
really?
What? I don't know.
It's
I wasn't prepared for any part of this.
No.
he also directed it.
okay.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Has he
Yeah.
let us down before, Christoph Waltz?
I mean,
I can't think of him remember him letting us down, but I don't.
I mean,
watch
he
many
was in the
movies
Green
at all.
Hornet, but kind of everyone
Oh.
involved in the Green Hornet
Yeah.
let us down.
I
Yeah.
feel like everyone gets one shitty superhero movie to just to pay for a house. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hold that against you.
So
But-
I don't know if this is better or worse. The writer
Mm-hmm.
wrote the 2006 film The Lake House, which is a time travel romantic comedy starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. So
I don't know why you thought you needed to explain to me what the Lake House was.
yeah, I'm just making it clear to everybody. So I don't know. Is that better or worse?
I don't. You know, the thing about this is just explaining like the plot of the trailer or what we know of the plot of the movie from the trailer. I have no interest in seeing this, but every time Christoph Waltz is on screen, I think, you know, this might be good because
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz is a very charismatic actor. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It could be
he's a dude marrying who
An
is
old
that?
lady,
Randa
but not
Richardson?
that much
Not
older
Randa
than him,
Richardson.
which is a little weird. Like you expect it to be if the plot of this is rich old lady, younger man marries her to take her money. They look like 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big gap.
No, it's probably like maybe 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, but nobody would like if you saw two people with that age gap getting married, you wouldn't be like, well, this is clearly shady. You would be like,
Okay, it's Vanessa Redgrave
Yeah.
is the woman he marries, and Annette Bening is her daughter, and she's not into it.
Yeah, I love seeing Annette Bening, by the way. She's my jam.
There actually is a 20-year age difference between Christoph Waltz and Vanessa Redgrave.
Yeah.
wow, okay. He just has aged like shit, I guess.
Yeah.
But this looks like it could be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pro this. I don't know. I like a sexy old person thriller. I still haven't seen The Good Liar. Is that what that's called? The Ian McKellen honeypot
Ian McKellen,
one?
yeah, Helen Mirren,
Yeah. I gotta see that.
where he's like shoving motherfuckers in front of trains and shit.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
It's like the moral is always just like watch out for old people.
Yeah.
Or at least That's what I get from it.
Beware old people.
Beware of the olds. Yeah, exactly. What's this? All right, what's this next trailer? Halston.
Oh, this is about the
which one is
fashion. This is the Ewan
Oh,
McGregor
yeah.
one about the fashion
Yeah.
designer.
Was this
With
a
Rory
real guy?
Culkin.
Should I have known who Halston was? Like,
He
should I
was
have
a
been
real
like,
guy.
Oh, it's...
Yes.
Okay, so this is a real guy.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of what is this actor? I've spaced the name of the guy, but he's doing a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this?
Ewan
Wait,
McGregor
who-
doing
Ewan
shitloads of
McGregor. It's
cocaine.
Ewan McGregor
Yeah.
doing a shitload of blow,
Yeah.
which could also be good.
This is one of those. There's a documentary about this. Apparently, this is like a real. I don't know this person, but from this trailer, which looks really good, it just looks like he has a wild ass life. I have to point out that Rory Culkin is credited in this.
Is that Macaulay Culkin's?
He's
It's-
Macaulay
it's one of the
Culkin's
Culkins.
brother. Guess
He
who
was
he's
Rory-
playing?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was getting to. He is playing Joel Schumacher.
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Joel Schumacher.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay.
Yeah, there's also a documentary about this this person, and it also that documentary has Joel Schumacher in it being interviewed. So I guess Joel Schumacher plays a big role in this story. Mm-hmm. If he's in both the documentary and this, Liza Minnelli's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rory Culkin, man. Robert, have you seen Lords of Chaos?
No.
You might want to check it out. It's a brutal film, but it's about Norwegian black metal.
Oh, wait, is it about Varg Vikernes, the guy who killed that dude?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's about Mayhem, the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rory Culkin's in it, and he's killing it. Everybody's killing it in that one. It's brutal. It's a brutal film, as you can imagine, but it's worth checking out. I just mentioned it because Rory Culkin, he's been killing it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just want to see him play Joel Schumacher.
We all want to see him play Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, I don't not
Yeah.
want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I saw Culkin in was Party Monster, which is a fine
yeah.
film. And I would
Good
like
Culkin.
it if Joel Schumacher Culkin in this also murders somebody.
Oh yeah,
That would be enjoyable, I think.
yeah.
Maybe if a Culkin's in a movie, they should always be killing somebody at an ecstasy party. Like we can have.
Yeah,
that be a
yeah,
rule. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
Always be
basically
Culkin.
Scream 4.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh yeah, he's in Scream 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is also the series executive producer and the director of a lot of these episodes did a lot of Deadwood. So I don't know. Everybody
well, yeah,
loves
I mean
Deadwood.
it's produced by Ryan Murphy too. It's one of his.
Oh,
It's part of his
okay.
overall deal with Netflix.
Yeah. I'm super down for whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
Yeah,
You and
Ewan.
McGregor doing mountains of cocaine and Rory
Oh, my
Culkin playing
God.
Joel Schumacher. Yeah,
So much cocaine.
get out of my way.
Yeah,
I need to
it
watch
looks
this
like-
movie.
Yeah, if you just told me, hey, there's a movie where Ewan McGregor does his body weight in cocaine, I would say, get in the fucking car.
yeah.
Let's go see this motherfucker. And I would assume all the way there that we were about to watch the best Star Wars movie of the last 40 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
the Obi-Wan
God,
series.
just Obi-Wan. just-
Obi-Wan has 5 years in between
His
movies where
face
he's
is
just
numb.
snowblind.
Can you imagine really any Jedi on cocaine?
Jedi.
No, watch. What I mean, just thinking about A New Hope and just pretending that he is just fucking face numb, snowblind the whole film makes a whole lot of sense.
Like, I want to see him with a lightsaber as high as Fleetwood Mac during the Rumors tour. That's that's the level of
He's got
cocaine use.
Chewbacca blowing coke up his ass. Goes in there and chops that dude's arm off in the cantina because he's fucking out of his mind on cocaine.
Who's the best Star Wars character to be on cocaine?
Oh man, that guy with the weird S-shaped head.
Oh yeah,
Keanu
That's
Mundy.
like all nose.
I mean honestly, and it's I guess it's kind of cliched, But like, I think Darth Vader, because he's got that heavy breathing. He has to lift up the mask
Darth
to do
Vader
the cocaine.
goes AWOL from the Empire to move Blow, and he and Obi-Wan wind up not even with their like they can't even get their lightsabers on. They're so snowblind, just clawing at each other, screeching in the night.
Darth Vader has to take a knee because his heart won't slow down.
Obi-Wan Kenobi pukes into his Jedi robes and it just keeps swinging.
Oh, make that movie.
Yeah. What are you waiting for, Disney? Give us this one.
Yeah. We've made 2 movies already in this podcast. We've made the Twisted Metal Mortal Kombat, and we made Cocaine Star Wars.
Cocaine Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just goes out and looks at the sand dunes of Tatooine and starts grinding his teeth.
Yeah. Getting in a fight with a sand dune.
I mean, the Tusken Raiders are cooking up some shit.
They're moving weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they exist.
Those nozzles on the front of their face masks are just for hooking up more cocaine straws.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, next trailer. All right. This is Rogue Hostage.
Hell yeah, it is.
Terrible name for a movie.
Terrible
This most
name.
generic name.
Looks like a bad movie.
Yes.
Looks really bad. Looks unwatchable.
Yes.
You can see in the the credits at the end, there's like a little copyright trademark at the bottom, and it says like copyright Black Friday Pictures. So it's like
perfect.
It's clear this movie was called Black Friday until very late in the game.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll run through the plot for everybody. I have strong feelings about this. So you've got this guy who I think is a former politician and now owns a chain of grocery stores, maybe kind of more like super stores.
You're talking about John Malkovich, right?
Yeah, John Malkovich. And he did something that's bad to either... Well, I'm guessing the bad guys appear to be some sort of white militia. And it's clear... I think one of 2 things happened. Either while he was in politics, John Malkovich did something to prosecute or fuck with one of their uncles who was like a white supremacist, or they're all vets and John Malkovich did something bad to fuck them over when they were doing army shit, and that's why this guy's uncle. But anyway, terrorist boss, something happened to his uncle that John Malkovich was involved in, and they attacked the grand opening of John Malkovich's superstore. What's his name? What's the guy? The army hero guy who's going to kill all the white supremacists?
Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese Gibson is John Malkovich's buddy and also some sort of vet who's traumatized and has to save the day. Which, as plots go, it's basically Die Hard in a superstore in a Walmart.
It's a generic action, probably straight to DVD type.
Oh yeah.
Why I don't think it's going to work is I have no sense of kinetic anything from this. I have no sense of motion, no sense of like Nakatomi Plaza and Die Hard. There's an intense feeling to the surroundings that lends to the kinetic energy of the film, right? The way the skyscraper's constructed, the way like the elevators move, how cramped the fact that some of it's under construction. At no point in any of the scenes that we see to this do I feel anything other than that they're awkwardly walking around a very open superstore. That's a bad place for a gunfight.
It's
it's a bad place for a movie gunfight. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty clearly. Well, what I was going to say is the thing that stuck out to me is the movie takes place almost entirely in a strip mall department store that is, as Robert pointed out, really spaced out and also blindingly lit.
Yeah,
it also didn't look very
big.
Lights
at some point.
Yeah, it doesn't look very big.
It doesn't look big, and also the initial setup. Again, I'm going to go back to Die Hard because it's the best example of this kind of film. The setup to Die Hard is a real thing most people have experienced of going to an office, an office Christmas party, right?
Right.
Either when you or your parents, like it's a thing that most people have gone to some sort of office Christmas party. I don't know anyone who's gone to the grand opening of a superstore. Not a single person who's ever done that.
But I can see if they did like a Walmart.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's just all these departments and lots of shit everywhere. Or like, I mean, you could do like a department store, I guess, with multi-floors. Mm-hmm. I can see that being a setting where a lone hero can get lost so the bad guys can't find them. But it really, I don't know, this is just missing something.
You know, if you wanted to make this work, you make it be like, if it's not a mall, then like a gigantic, like a Walmart Supercenter or something like that.
Yeah.
You have it literally be like Black Friday. You have it be the store is crammed full of people shopping. There's 300 or 400 people in it, and then the terrorists attack, and they lock down the exits, and you've got this, and it's super crowded and very tense. None of this, like, it looks like there's like a dozen people ambling around the grand opening of this store. It's like weird and not
again,
all that crowded. Yeah,
I'm looking at the synopsis. It's a sporting goods store. That's it.
Sporting goods store. No,
that is such a boring spot. Like, I get it. Okay, there's weapons. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's, man, what a lame-ass spot.
Yeah.
For action.
It seems like it's badly... And again, the same basic plot, if you have it be set during, you know, Black Friday, you know, you have it be a holiday movie. You could make this work. You could make a fun... And nobody would care that, like, oh, you just did Die Hard in, you know, a super center. Like, we'd be fine with it if it felt right. But it doesn't feel right. It just feels awkward.
Yeah.
It feels like the movie was conceived by a producer walking in and going, so my uncle has a sporting goods store.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's the producer, one of the producers owns this retail space or got a good deal on it.
Things that's, I think, gonna work against it is also this scenario is 1,000% less scary than a mass shooting in the same location.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, these guys clearly don't, like, they're willing to murder everybody, but that's not their goal. And
right,
that makes
but
it much
they have
scarier
like
than just a guy with a gun shooting people in a sporting goods store.
Right. They have like an identifiable goal, and the violence is just a means to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
It's not the goal.
Yeah. The fact that it's way less scary than the actual thing that might happen in a sporting goods store to anyone listening to this is going to work against it too.
Yeah.
Here's the one way this movie could wow me is that the trailer is lying and the John McClane is actually Malkovich.
Is Malkovich.
Yeah.
That would be fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm guessing they rented Malkovich for as long as it takes to shoot him on screen.
Yeah.
Or something of that sort.
You know what would make it fun? I only watched like a third of Being John Malkovich. But if this was a backdoor sequel to Being John Malkovich, and the leader of the white militia guys was actual John Malkovich trying to get back into his body, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Then I'm back on board. Yeah.
Yeah, we need something.
Backdoor us into the John Malkovich extended universe.
Right.
And then tie it together with the fucking Twisted Metal guy and Jax. Throw them all in a pot, see what cooks up. Why not?
But
I've got to revisit that for a second. It's Axel is the Twisted Metal guy.
Axel. But Jax is the Mortal Kombat guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's Jaxel.
So I was about to say,
Jaxel.
so you call him Jaxel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring Malkovich into the Jaxel EU.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna need Malkovich in that.
What are you gonna do?
Need
What
some
else are you
Malkovich
doing?
in that?
Nobody's got anything else going on right now. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, let's get to this next
EUs,
trailer. Yeah, speaking of EUs, we got Marvel Phase 4, their little trailer that they put out. It's mostly them just jerking themselves off.
Yeah, this is a shareholder presentation that they released to the public.
Yeah.
So
Robert, where are you at in Marvel? Are you fatigued? Are you reinvigorated?
The last Marvel I watched was the first half of Black Panther, and I see why people like it. Art direction was beautiful. I'm sure all the performances seemed solid. It was nothing about Black Panther in specific. It was just like this, because I also wasn't able to finish Wonder Woman. It was just this like, I can't do superhero movies anymore.
Right.
And I don't have anything against them. I can see, it's one of those things. Watching this trailer, there are a bunch of clips from movies I have not seen. But the emotional effect of like the music in these scenes always like does that, like you get that little emotional swell. They're very good at that, Marvel.
Yes.
So I see why people like it. I just am completely cut off from anything. I haven't watched any superhero movie in a really long time. And I'm not like it, I think people like whatever they like. I like rewatching The Simpsons while crying in a dark room, and that's what gets me by. But if it's Marvel for you, that's great.
Right.
No, I'm completely behind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's more than fair. I go in and out of it. I thought I was going to be more excited by their TV shows, but like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I guess I got to pick that up at some point. I watched like 3 episodes of it.
And then sounds like I'm the bad guy in that one, so I don't know that I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
You specifically?
Yeah. Kind of sounds like the bad guys are a bunch of anti-state anarchists trying to destroy national borders. Like, I'm sure they do a bunch of fucked up shit. You got to make them do fucked up shit.
It falls into a familiar trap that Marvel shows have, where they have to make them kill people at some point, so that you're like, oh, well, they're bad, because otherwise they're just like, kind of don't see why they're the bad guys.
Yeah,
right.
Fuck flags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one, I don't know. I stopped watching it. I forgot about it completely. It is there. Definitely, it felt like the most political thing they'd done, but I hadn't watched it long enough to know which way they were going with it. Because there's definitely like the people fighting the anarchist militia group. They're not good either. I don't know. They clearly had something to say, but I didn't watch it long enough to know what that was.
I did.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I actually watched the show.
Yeah? What'd you think?
It's fine. I mean, it's Marvel. So they did an extremely surface level, superficial addressing of the problem, but I don't know, it's better than nothing.
Well, I guess here's the question, and I don't want to derail us. Is it better than nothing? Because
I believe so.
Okay.
I think it's because what I kept thinking of is ultimately the thing I was most disappointed with. I enjoyed both WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was surprised they went as far with Falcon and Winter Soldier as they did, even though they really didn't go that far. But they still talked about they still talk about white supremacy, even though I don't think they actually say it. They say supremacy, but not white supremacy. Anyway, they talk about that. They talk about it's about like systemic racism and systemic issues that basically how everybody there's no real villain in the show. The villain is institutional violence, institutional oppression.
Good. Yeah.
And the different characters are the different ways that plays out. Like the quote unquote villain is a woman who wants everything to go back to the way it was when it was like one nation, one people is like their mantra. Like she wants to do away with the flag.
Okay,
so
well, I'm less on board with them then.
Yeah,
I would prefer no nations. Lots of people.
Right. But her beef is that people are reappearing now that they've been snapped back into existence after they were all killed by Thanos, and so it's basically it's displacing everybody after they've been gone for 5 years. Yeah, that's a smart way to introduce that. Yeah. Yeah, they have to kind of deal with the way the world is in the Marvel universe. But anyway, I appreciate that we have a TV show where you've got Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson as Captain America in a scene with a guy who, what they're talking about, where like the character point blank says they will never allow a black man to be Captain America. Right. Like, I'm glad that millions.
That happens, huh?
Yes,
Good.
that happens.
That's great.
I'm glad that millions of kids probably watched that.
Yeah,
even though it's
about it, hopefully.
Exactly. Even though it's very superficial, they don't get deep in it at all. They just kind of point at the issue without really saying too much about it. But at least it's there.
That's more than I expected. And good for them.
Yeah.
I guess it's thinking about kids. Like they don't like obviously they're not going to get really into it. It's just that question of like, it's Disney. Well, yeah, and it's will they have the right message at all? And it sounds like it's not terrible.
No.
Also, I like them going into the logistics of the snap. I like it when movies actually are like, so this like big CGI event really had repercussions.
Where they actually have to like write their way through a huge event like this. They can't just be like, well, that crazy thing happened. They have to sit down and think, okay, we have to figure out how like this, because it's a world they're doing. Like it's an ongoing world. So they have to figure it out logistically, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited for some of these Phase 4. I just thought I would be more gung-ho at this point because I thought I was ready to like get back because we had a year of like no Marvel and just watching a bunch of indie films, and I love indie films, but I wanted to see a superhero beat someone up, and not have to think. And then I haven't gotten my fix from the show, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. You know, I watched this is completely off topic, but I watched a movie recently that I would like you guys. I don't know, maybe you've seen it. And now I'm spacing on the name of the movie, but it's about.
Who was in it?
It's another movie about a guy who was a child detective, kind of like Mystery Squad, but it's different and very dark. But he's like Encyclopedia Brown in his 30s, basically. It was rad. Yeah.
It's the one with Adam Brody, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
I saw it kicking around, and I wanted to see it, and I should see it.
I really recommend it. It was so much darker and sadder than I expected in a way that I found very satisfying and enjoyable.
It was called The Kid Detective.
It is called The Kid Detective.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I thoroughly recommend The Kid Detective. There's some free hype for you. You get extra hype. You didn't even expect it.
We didn't even plan for this hype.
Nobody was ready for this hype. Your hype sensors are overloading. It's going to back up into your septic.
Yeah.
Flood your lawn with
Yeah.
hype.
With a bunch of smelly
Cover your
hype.
lawn with hype.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to have a chemical disposal company come and get rid of it. All that hype.
All this extra hype.
Shop back up all this hype.
Yeah. But watch The Kid Detective. It'll make you sad, but in a fun way.
Ooh, fun sad.
Yeah, it's the best kind of sad.
It is. All right, well, let's get to the main event, because we got through all the other stuff. Our final trailer, everybody's waiting for it. Dream Horse.
Hell yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
This is about a fucking town in Wales, I guess.
Dream Horse.
Somewhere in one of those sad places British people live.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Middle Earth, a village
There's
of
no
people.
Jobs. Everybody looks like shit.
And they got a horse.
They all pitch in to sponsor a racehorse.
It's just a bunch of broke dog shit looking people buying a racehorse.
And Tony Collette.
I was going to say it's a bunch of broke ass dog shit looking people, and then Tony Collette and Damian Lewis.
You're right, and Tony Collette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was we actually covered this trailer a while ago. They're waiting. They're not putting this out on streaming. They're like, we're gonna wait. This is coming out to theaters, folks.
Yeah,
I think
people are gonna spill out of their homes to go see Dream Horse.
I'm so
Fucking Dream Horse.
Uplifting horse movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
It could.
I don't know.
It's got all the things that, like, I don't know, my aunts and uncles want in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's uplifting and fun and doesn't take itself too seriously. Why not? Why not watch the horse movie, Dream Horse?
Dream Horse.
There you go.
Dream Horse.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. People like horse movies, right?
People fucking love horses, Dave. They cannot get enough of them.
Like, how good have horses done in the box office? Is this like a thing where they're like, we kind of have to do
well?
I don't think so.
No, you're right. But this is a movie about a horse that sucks and then becomes great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The idea? He sucks as much as all these people suck, but then they all get better together.
Yeah.
And everyone learns a lesson.
I assume. It's
Yeah,
always funny when
probably.
horses are in movies because they can't act. Horses
no,
cannot
they're
act.
horses. All they know, they don't even think.
Yeah. Warhorse did 100 million?
Oh, that's terrible.
177
Wasn't that
million.
Steven Spielberg?
It was
Well,
a
budget
Spielberg
of
movie.
66.
Jesus.
So
Oh,
they
66. Okay, that did all right then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It made its
Whatever.
money back.
Yeah.
Um.
Guess horses don't cost what they used to cost. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can get a horse.
You can get a horse
cheap.
real cheap. I got a guy.
I mean, I get that is the plot of this movie. How
Yeah.
cheap it is to get a horse.
Yeah. Yeah. They all pitch in, get a horse.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people will probably like this movie. It doesn't
Sure.
seem, just based on the trailer, I doubt that it's incompetent, you know?
Right. It would be amazing if this movie was like extremely violent, or like there's
The
just
horse
something.
kills all the children in
Yeah.
town
Yeah.
and they have to hunt it down.
Yeah.
Fucking Dream Horse.
Yeah.
It kills, it's like Freddy Krueger. It goes after their children in its dreams.
Oh man, Dream Horse.
Fucking Dream Horse.
That's a new movie. We got a new
It
movie.
wipes out this little English village and it can only be defeated by Jaxel.
Oh Oh,
Jackson!
the town kills the horse. And
My
it comes
arms
back
are
for the children.
wheels. And then Dream Horse is like, no, I hate wheels.
And they all
I'm
have
a
to be
horse.
saved by
They're-
John fucking
They're
Malkovich.
antithetical to my horse legs.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's do it.
What? So what was that? 3 movies?
Yeah,
reinvented?
I would like it if every random movie that's not a Marvel movie eventually collided into its own cinematic universe.
Yeah.
They all need to.
Yeah.
Look, this isn't going to be like last week where we give it a prize, but like if someone wants to Photoshop any of these posters,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, do it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get nothing.
Yeah, I'll give you absolutely nothing.
I won't even acknowledge your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, for people wondering, Dan absolutely is giving out a Mubi subscription. We talked about a subscription called Mubi last week with
yeah.
Dan.
Too expensive. I remember. Dan was
okay.
offended at the cost.
Yeah. Yeah. He's absolutely honoring his Mubi.
I think if they let him pay in
sweepstakes.
Emmys, he would get it. But
Yeah.
old
Fucking
Emmy
Emmys.
O'Brien.
Yep.
God, let's steal his Emmys.
Let's steal his Emmys.
Steal his fucking Emmys.
That's the 4th movie. It's us. It's a heist movie where we steal Dan's Emmys.
Yeah. All right, let's get into news stories. First, we got some more patrons to thank.
Let's do it.
Including E.T., the extravagant terresticle. Thank you. Thank you to Cody Johnston's Time Machine noise.
Yep.
Always a pleasure. Thank you to Pete Vorpagel.
Vorpy Pop.
Thank you to Glitterous. Wonderful Glitterous.
Sure.
Thanks for having Jason Pargin on. Here's $25. Thank you. Thank you to the Midnight Patron with patrons at midnight. Thank you to Exploding Runes.
Woo.
Thank you to Andrew. How? Thank you to Vincent. Thank you to Rev MD. Thank you.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to John
Thank you.
Muniz. Thank you to
Thank
Wavy
you.
Rancheros.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. DNA.
Thank you.
Thank you to Lauren Gucci. Thank you to James Rainey. Thank you to Bootler Boolison.
Woo.
Thank you to Grumble B.
Grumblebee.
Thank you to Turks.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ricky Cilantro.
Yeah.
And thank you to Norm from Cheers. Norm!
Woo.
All right.
All right. Not much for news stories.
That's
I don't know
fine.
if people noticed. This is kind of a shit week
Kind
for
of a
trailers,
bullshit
too.
week. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. There's this thing about DC looking for a black Superman.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm
People
not gonna,
are.
Yeah.
No, there's like the only debate I saw was that they're casting. They want a black Kal-El. People have pointed out there are in fact black Supermen in the comics. It
Yep.
really doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't take a lot. I assume
really.
they were an advanced culture. They adopted too. Like really, you
Yeah.
can do whatever. It doesn't like it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what the character is either.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that bummed me out was J.J. Abrams is producing. So I was like,
so
ah,
it's gonna be dog
shucks.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Well,
going to be a real
it's-
piece of shit.
It means
all right then.
it sounds like he's not directing, but it still means they're going to go from dark ass Zack Snyder to dark ass J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going from one bullshit ass to another bullshit
Yeah.
ass.
I would prefer if neither of them were allowed to make movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's DC not learning the lesson because they're like, well, it still needs to be dark, right? It still needs to be gritty, dark Superman. So let's get JJ. And it's like, oh, you motherfuckers.
yeah.
JJ, he's like this like mythical character. He's like the Johnny Appleseed of shitty franchises,
I hate
where he
it.
like goes
Just
around fucking up all the franchises.
Skipping across Hollywood, ruining everything.
What
Yeah,
I would like to see done with a Superman movie, and it can be Black Superman. It doesn't matter. I would like them to take $250 million for the budget, and I would
Go
like
on.
them to kidnap someone Werner Herzog loves and say, Werner, you can have this pile of cash to make a Superman movie, and if you do it, you'll get your loved one back. And then whatever
Yeah.
happens.
what if it's just like really normal?
I don't.
It
yeah,
would
that'll be disappointing. But I don't think it could be.
Well,
I think
no,
a grief-stricken Werner Herzog would figure out. He'd make something special.
but I think if it was
It'd
like
just be
really normal,
bleak.
it would be even more haunting because it means that he has that ability. He
Or it
just
would
chooses
be-
not to.
What would be most likely is Werner Herzog would get together with whoever they cast to play Superman, and the two would go on a vengeance quest to free his loved one. And because it's
Yeah.
Werner, they would still film it all.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
It would still be a great film.
He'd hire mercenaries with $250 million. It could be fun.
Yeah.
Either whatever happens, it's probably going to be worth watching.
Right.
I do-
Somehow somebody gets bit by a snake and has to chop their arm off.
Saw another man's arm off.
They should. Werner Herzog should do something for every franchise.
I would like to see him make a superhero movie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remember when he was randomly like the bad guy in like Jack Reacher?
Yeah. Or when he showed up in the Star Wars and the
He
Mandalorian.
sure did, yeah.
I have never seen Werner Herzog appear in something and not been overjoyed.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Because it's funny is the things
There
Werner
he
Herzog,
is!
what he chooses to be in versus what he makes is
Yeah,
very different.
There's a huge dichotomy there.
Yeah.
I just watched a Werner Herzog movie from like 1972 where there was this French island that was about to be destroyed from a volcano, and it was he and his film crew breaking through a military cordon to film in this abandoned town illegally. And they're just
What
like
a
breaking
hero.
into people's houses that have been abandoned.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
good.
fucking good.
Wait, what was this one about?
It was about this town had to evacuate because a fucking volcano was going to kill everything.
How
And
many
so everyone
volcano
left, and
movies
the
has he made?
He's done a lot of stuff with volcanoes.
Yeah, because I recently saw a volcano thing, but it wasn't that one.
No, he's done at least one other volcano movie. He just dropped a great movie about meteorites. That's also pretty good.
Jesus.
He's
Oh,
just-
is that
he's just
Fireball
always
Visitors
doing
from
something
Darker
fun.
Worlds?
Yes.
Just
It's good.
name it normal, Werner.
No, he won't. He
No.
refuses.
Werner Herzog is not going to name a thing normal.
No,
Yeah.
why would you
got
want
that
him to
once
do that?
with Grizzly Man. Never
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Oh, I have to watch that. Yeah, I watched Into the Inferno recently.
Yeah.
And that's a solid one. Man, yeah, give him a Superman. Werner Herzog's Superman.
Yeah.
That's like when Darren Aronofsky was going to do a Batman, and then they were
I
like,
want to see that.
yeah, like it's all right. I think they've made enough superhero films or enough versions of Batman and Superman that's like, fuck it.
Yeah, we can start getting weird with it.
Get weird with it
Everybody gets a Superman.
while the weird directors are still alive. Darren Aronofsky's not going to last forever, you know?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody gets a Superman, period. Get John Carpenter out here.
Get John
I know.
Carpenter and have that finally give Nicolas Cage the chance to play Superman in a John
Yeah.
Carpenter Superman movie.
Oh, fuck yeah. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, what are the odds that would pass, like, not be NC-17?
Yeah. Well, I want to see penetration in a Superman movie.
And between John Carpenter and Nick Cage, you're going to get penetration in a Superman movie.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Next news story is just Andrew Garfield was not asked to reprise his role in Spider-Man. That the reason that is a thing is because they're making like a multiverse Spider-Man, and they're asking everybody who's been in a Spider-Man,
Oh, okay.
except for Andrew Garfield, who was
So
in
Tugboat
the bad
Maguire's gonna
Spider-Man.
be doing it, huh?
Oh yeah, Tugboat. He's asking for a lot of money, I think, because
That-
he can actually.
Yeah, he's
What
like
would-
holding him up for money. That's
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Okay.
Which I really understand, because imagine being Toby and like having to see a meme of you every day as Spider-Man, and then they come to you and they're like, "You want to play Spider-Man?" And maybe his answer was like, "Not really. Like, you're gonna have to buy me several houses."
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, nobody liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, right?
Well, I didn't
they?
like those films.
I didn't like the
He's
movies.
fine. I like him.
Okay.
Like, he's an okay guy.
Yeah, I know nothing of him. But
Yeah. He was in another. Under the Silver Lake was the most recent thing I saw with him, and no, I don't know if that is, but he was really good in that. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind. It would be funny to have him show up as Spider-Man. I don't know.
I think he probably still will.
You think he's lying? You think
I
he's a
think-
dirty liar?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Like
Well,
if they got like the others, like why would he be the one that they didn't get?
Right. Yeah. So he's a dirty liar.
Seems weird. Yeah.
Fuck you, Andrew. Fuck you for lying.
Yeah.
Andrew
Son of a
Maguire.
bitch.
Yeah. All right. Next story. This is just the first look at the Game of Thrones spinoff that I don't know if anybody wants.
I mean, and I loved the books. I read the books way before there was a show.
Yeah.
Huge fan of the books. No particular desire to see this.
Do you know what this is even about? It looks like a bunch of blonde people on a beach.
So, like, the whole reason why Daenerys is so special is that, like, back in the day, her family conquered the whole continent, right? Like,
yes,
and ruled everything for a while, and then they all went crazy. And her dad was the last person, and he got murdered, and that's what set up everything that happens in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
This is set hundreds of years earlier, and it's about her relatives who started the whole empire, right? Like that's the plot.
Oh.
And it's not really like there's a bunch of cool lore that I could see making good ass TV shows that George R. R. Martin wrote, and this is not the one I want to see, but it's the one they're going to go for because there were a bunch more dragons.
Yeah, I think isn't this like
There's like 4 of them. Yeah, it's him conquering a whole continent with dragons.
I know there's a period, like, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is when the Targaryens conquer Westeros, or I know there's a period.
Oh, I assumed it was, but
he calls it, it's
weird-ass names wrong.
In the lore of Game of Thrones, it's what's called the Dance of Dragons, where the Targaryen house splits.
This is like a Civil War thing. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's what this show is, but I'm not positive.
It'll
be fine.
The series creator who wrote, it looks like most of the episodes, did the Rampage movie. With the Rock
that guy,
and the monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, he's also doing the Logan's Run remake and the Highlander remake.
What's his name? Brad Payton, something like that.
There's
Ryan
never been a better time for a
Condal.
Logan's Run remake.
Oh, not the director
of
Rampage. Okay,
the writer. Yeah, I mean, why not have a Logan's Run?
Yeah, we are at a time where I think everyone will watch a movie about killing everyone over 35 and go, yeah, all right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, your proposal of what to do with teenagers earlier was not dissimilar from Logan's Run.
No, and I think if we do that and a Logan's Run, we really solve most of the problems society has.
Right.
There'll be some new ones.
You know how, like, when you remake movies, there's movies where people are like, oh, no, don't do that. The original is, just go back and watch the original. Not Logan's Run.
Not Logan's Run.
Yeah.
Nobody
needs to go back.
Nobody needs Logan's Run in their life.
Yeah.
They really don't.
I think I'm interested in what happens with the Game of Thrones thing, because it was like, it's hard to remember now because the last season was so bad that it completely fell out of cultural consciousness.
It's
which is amazing.
Fascinating.
I've never seen that happen with anything.
How total it is. Nobody's talking about it.
Bad, terrible Spider-Man movies didn't knock Spider-Man out of our consciousness, but Game of Thrones Season 8 was so dog shit. People just forgot that was ever... Children are named after those characters. People's whole lives will be shaped by those movies, and they're just gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think a good tip is don't name your kids after characters until
No, unless it's my upcoming movie, Dog Shit McGee.
In
which case, I hope that's
all
the number
children.
one baby name.
Yeah, all children should be named after this film.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see, because it's the kind of thing, right? The basic plot elements of this story, medieval fighting with dragons, you could make into a great ass TV show. Game of Thrones was great for a while. I think I'll be interested to see if it matters. Like, because one of a couple of things, either number one, it's going to be an excellent show that nobody watches because it'll turn out that the well is just so poisoned. Mm-hmm. Number two, it'll be a dog shit show that nobody watches. Number three, it'll be an excellent show that everybody watches.
Right.
And I think those are the only real, like, it's going to be one of those things. And I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I really have no idea what to expect from this series now.
They know enough to be like new people.
Yeah.
And I bet Yeah, and I bet they went to these people and they're like, now you're not going to leave suddenly, right? Like, you're not going to fuck us. But it is, like, it's remarkable because I the last time I feel like a series really pissed people off was, like, Lost, right?
Yeah, but that's
like the
Lost
last
in
big
the
one,
zeitgeist still. Everyone still gets Lost jokes, even though half of them are about how bad the end was.
But here's the other thing is that Lost, you kind of see it coming because it's such a weird mystery box that it's like, of course the ending's going to be weird. Like Game of Thrones, it was like, this is like, you just have to tell the story.
Right. Just it seems like this is really going towards a specific endpoint here.
Make the end of it be like 5 or 6 giant battles with skeletons, and we're good. Like, we'll be fine. Like,
they really whiffed it.
They did not have to piss the like, I don't know how to make a TV show, but I'm pretty sure I could have done a better season 8.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
Just doesn't seem, I don't know, it's baffling. Like, I feel like somewhere there's a city filled with abandoned children named Daenerys, because at the end of that season, their parents just drove them into the middle of Ohio and left them alone.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I'm sorry.
That is absolutely what you do. I will say House of the Dragon has Paddy Considine. Is that his name?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, great fucking name. He was in The World's End.
Shit! You mean the Cornetto trilogy, World's End, right?
Yeah,
the Pirates of the Caribbean one. Okay, yeah.
I only know him as like a funny guy.
Right, he's one of the two. He's one of the two Andys.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
In Hot Fuzz, he's the main. He's the main Andy. Yeah.
And he's been in stuff since then, but it's just great to see him.
I mean, I know we've thrown a lot of alternate films out here, but I would enjoy a whole series that's just the cops from Hot Fuzz getting teleported to Westeros and having to solve medieval crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's another one.
Just do it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck, we're almost done. We got some more producers to thank.
Let's do it.
Thank you to Space McNulty. Thank you, McNulty in Space. Thank you to Hiram. Thank you to, oh, great, it's that guy.
Yep.
Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Mm-hmm. Thank you to Normal Man, Andrew McGuire.
Woo.
Thank you to Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Tip Drizzle. Thank you to Frank Lee Amish. Thank you, guys.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Burrito Mouth.
Yeah.
Thank you to Mrs. Voidis.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you to the ghost of Dave Thomas.
Ooh.
Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Knife Boot Henson,
Knife
MBA CPA. Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts Esquire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie Fuck Shuffling with Willem Dafoe's confusingly large dick chill.
Oh, yeah, that got changed.
Thank you to Vaccinated J.
Also changed.
Also got
Vaxy
changed.
J. Thank you.
Vaxy J. And finally, thank you to Pie Guy.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Dave.
Ooh.
Do you happen to have a movie that is just hours of farm animals?
I do.
That deserves more
now,
hype.
all right. Tom, I told you in confidence that I was getting into pornography. And I told you in confidence that I was also raising a large number of chickens and pigs for said pornography. And I feel like this is a real violation.
Well, that's why you can't tell me anything.
For you to bring up my upcoming film, Gunda.
Gunda. You guys, this is coming out April 16th. I'm going to read a quote. And then I'm going to tell you what it's about. Gunda is pure cinema. This is a film to take a bath in. It's stripped to its essential elements without any interference. It's what we should all aspire to as filmmakers and audiences. Pictures and sound put together to tell a powerful and profound story without rush. It's jaw-dropping images and sound put together with the best ensemble cast, and you have something more like a potion than a movie. That is a quote by Paul Thomas Anderson about Gunda, a movie about farm animals.
And it's not like a Babe thing where they have secret lives. This is just going to be, we're just, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Joaquin Phoenix also produced this.
Okay. I mean, that...
Here...
Okay.
All right. It's literally about a mama pig and her piglets. There's a one-legged chicken that apparently steals the show. Cows.
I'm not sure how it's got one
There's-
leg.
He's
No
the Christoph
lines.
Waltz of this movie. Sure.
Yeah. Here's the wild thing: is you hear that and you're like, that's pretentious and whatever. It's got a 97% for critics, but it also has a 63% from audience. So it clearly, like, regular folk, not like critics, are like, yeah, I enjoyed these farm animals.
Okay. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Fine.
It's like
Yeah.
for people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that
Yeah.
this review from RogerEbert.com, which gave it a great review, mentions that it's a non-militant plea to rethink our relationship with animals we have dismissed as subservient and only valuable in the measure that they serve as our food.
Chickens are only valuable as servants, but not as food. Like as like domestic wait staff, as like butlers.
Oh, chicken butlers.
Yeah,
that's a movie.
The
Chicken
only
Butler.
use I have for a chicken.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, even as like a vegetarian, I don't find like chickens, there's nothing going on in there.
No,
but
like pigs, they're dogs basically. Delicious.
Yeah, pigs are dogs.
But chickens
are just spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally just have the brains of spiders.
Right. But so are cats, and we
Kinda.
have cats.
Mm-hmm. But cats are
So-
so soft.
They are very soft. But yeah, it's what it sounds like. It's they shot it from like POV of these animals, like down to their level, just following their day, and I guess that makes a movie. It sounds like very Werner Herzog, like the kind of bullshit Werner Herzog.
But
would
Werner
do.
Herzog would say, "We have no need to rethink our relationship with animals because the
Right.
nature is nothing but chaos and murder."
Right. Like he wouldn't draw a positive conclusion from
he
this
would
film.
film like a fox murdering chickens over the course of several days until it was
Oh,
finally
yeah.
shot by a farmer. That Werner Herzog would make into a movie.
Yeah. I really don't know what this is. All I know is that it's getting a lot of praise, and as
Okay.
far as the trailer, I can tell it's just farm animals.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just the lives of three different families. We see their birth and they grow up on the farm. It's chickens, cows, and some pigs.
Yeah, and I'm on the side where I'm like, that
Yeah.
can't be interesting, right?
It
But-
seems really fucking boring. Yeah.
Yeah, particularly
all the
where
critics-
it's just like natural sound. So
Yeah.
it's just like the ambient sound they recorded.
It's I don't want this movie. I get it's you know what this seems familiar to me when people were talking about Boyhood. I'm getting strong Boyhood vibes where it's like I get why this could be a good piece of art. I will never sit down to watch this.
Well, all right. Here's another movie that I thought of, and I'm wondering if it's similar, which is the movie Baraka, which, Tom, I know you get
hell
excited every time.
I get so excited every time I
Robert,
hear
you've
about
seen
Baraka.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's like that, where you just like get high and you just sort of let it all do it to you.
Yeah,
you know?
Baraka, The Holy Mountain, like there's a couple of films like
Yeah.
that where you just kind of let the movie happen to you.
Right.
Koyaanisqatsi,
Baraka.
that's the other one I was thinking about.
Yeah. Ron Frick. He also made Samsara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it'll be good. Okay.
I don't know. This isn't the same director
Oh,
as
okay.
this Gunda. I'm just saying that it's because of the similar sounding names, but I'm wondering if it's a similar type of movie where it's like meditative.
I mean,
and you just sort of soak in it.
the only reason I would question that, I'm sure that's what they're going for. Baraka and Koyaanisqatsi and The Holy Mountain are all intense. Like you're not just like watching like you're watching like some really deeply affecting shit happen.
Yes.
And it's all really different from each other, you know? It's a bunch of real weird shit on the screen. And I don't know how this could be that. Because it's farm animals.
This director, who I am absolutely not going to try to pronounce his name.
No.
It's a very sharp-looking name. He's in a documentary about ice and water.
Oh, not the fascists.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about
the frozen
No,
water.
no, not the fascist ice. I mean,
I was about
literally
to be like, okay,
ice.
well, maybe I'm back on board.
Yeah, he's in like literally the equivalent of watching grass grow.
Yeah.
It looks like it's some of these documentaries. So I think, I don't know. I have no freaking clue.
I have some friends with a little farm here in Oregon, and I help them like slaughter their sheep sometimes.
Sure.
And it's there's some intense moments there that I think could probably be filmed.
Yeah.
But like not chickens. Not
Yeah.
chickens. I've lived in and around chickens a huge chunk of my life at this point, and
It's
they're
mostly,
fucking
though,
boring.
Yeah, it's mostly about the pigs.
Yeah,
so I
that
imagine
can get. Yeah.
the cast, by the way, only one cast member, Gunda as Self. Gunda's the pig.
Gunda's the pig, right? Yeah.
Gunda has an IMDb page.
Kind of.
Oh,
like,
has
one
Gunda been in
credit.
more shit?
No, just the one credit.
It's like the Boyhood kid, though. They'll get him in a Marvel movie at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this pig's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
We're replacing Ant-Man with a pig. You kids love an
Ant-Pig?
Ant-Man. You're gonna love this pig.
Oh, I
Pig
love
Man.
Ant Pig. Ant Pig. They
Ant-Pig.
shrink. Yeah, they shrink the pig, and then they're just like, we lost it.
We lost
Is
the
it
pig.
gonna come back?
We don't know where the
I don't-
pig is.
Yeah, I
We
don't think
can't
it's gonna
find
come
the
back.
pig.
John Malkovich walks in. They turn the pig bigger, and his head explodes into pig.
All right, make the poster,
Okay,
Ant
well.
Pig.
Ant pig.
But yeah, if you like, I don't know, getting super high and watching a bunch of calming bullshit,
Yeah.
that's what this sounds like, at least.
I'm sure it'll do good things for a lot of people, because it seems like there's a lot of people who would like something like this.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for them getting it.
Yeah, it definitely could go either way, as evidenced by like, oh, Paul Thomas Anderson likes it, then
Yeah, who
Joaquin
knows?
Phoenix
Yeah.
likes it.
Well, if you were to say, hey, Robert, some guys just filmed farm animals at a low angle and turned it into a movie, want to guess who it was produced by? I would probably say Joaquin
I
Phoenix.
don't know, Joaquin
It's gotta
Phoenix.
be, yeah.
Seems like a Joaquin Phoenix kind of thing.
Seems
Yeah.
like that weird-ass speech he gave at the Oscars.
I do love Joaquin
Where he
Phoenix.
compared eating meat to racism.
Yeah.
He is just out of his entire damn mind.
Oh,
and
of course
I'm
he
here
is.
for it.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gunda, everybody check it out.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right.
That's it.
Well,
Nice.
we got out before I made a really poor taste River Phoenix joke, so let's call that a win.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
let's
You
do
still
it.
got it in
I was
you.
just going to ask if River Phoenix liked it, but
I mean, who can say?
who can say?
Yeah.
He's looking down on us now, watching our weird farm animal movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
saying, I don't know, man. That seems kind of boring.
It seems
Man,
kind of
what
boring.
if River Phoenix is watching us specifically right now?
I assume
all the
he
people.
is. That's how I make all my decisions. I just assume that River Phoenix is watching.
Yeah. What would River Phoenix do?
Well, you don't have enough heroin for that.
You're going all in.
Yeah, he's
Going all
going
in.
all in.
Committed.
On
Going
the River
all in.
Phoenix.
I'm
gonna-
not committed.
I'm gonna cut this off. That's a sode. We did it.
That's a so.
Robert Evans. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being on the show, man.
Thank you.
And I, for one, apologize.
No, never apologize.
Yeah.
That's the only rule we have here. What do you got going on? Tell people where they can find you. What do you want? What do you want to plug?
I have a podcast.
That's true.
That is true. Several of them. You can find
That's
one
also true.
if you look for Behind the Bastards. Just shriek it into the night, and you'll find me.
Yeah.
You'll find me.
Oh, yeah. Or rather, you'll find them.
Yeah. You'll
Like,
find
if-
something.
Yeah, something will happen.
Something
find
will be
something.
found.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good stuff.
That works. Yeah. Me and Tom, we got a Patreon if people want to check it out. Patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. If you go on there, there's exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac and a new show that's co-hosted with Mr. Michael Swaim, which is Star Trek: The Next Futurama. There's
Oh,
a
that
bunch of
one's
stuff
great.
on that.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. All of
It's been a lot
it.
of fun. Yeah. Getting to just talk about Star Trek, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It's the best.
What a dream.
Yeah.
We also have a store, tpublic.com/store/gamefullyunemployed, where you can get t-shirts, masks, mugs, stickers, posters, all kinds of things. So check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
options.
So many options. I think that's it. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.